If you've been scrolling through endless single-serve coffee machines, weighing the promise of office grade against a price tag that feels more like a small appliance budget, you're not alone. I've seen people compare the BUNN MyCafe to homebrew pod systems, to countertop espresso rigs, and even to the larger commercial brewers that sit in break rooms. The hesitation usually comes from two places. Will it actually keep up with a steady flow of 10-plus cups a day? And will the extra features justify the cost? Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. The first thing I did was step back and think about the environment where this machine would live. In an office of 20-30 people, the coffee station becomes a micro-hub. People swing by for a quick 4-ounce caffeine hit before a meeting, then later come back for a larger 16-ounce mug to power through a deadline. A machine that forces you into a single size feels clunky. A machine that can't handle a travel mug is a daily frustration. BUNN designed this unit with exactly that workflow in mind. A flip-up tray that slides out of the way for travel mugs, and a touchscreen that lets you set the brew size in 0.25-ounce increments from 4 to 16 ounces. That level of granularity means you can serve a quick espresso-style shot 1 minute and a full 16-ounce campfire cup the next, without needing a separate machine. From a practical standpoint, the automatic water refill is a hidden time saver. In a busy office, the last thing you want is someone pausing to pour a gallon of water into the reservoir every few hours. The MyCafe's internal sensor detects a low water condition and prompts you to refill, then resumes brewing as soon as the level is adequate. It's not a full-size water line hookup, but it removes the out-of-water alarm that can stall the whole coffee line. For a small business that serves a handful of customers each morning, that reliability translates into less downtime and fewer annoyed customers. Who should actually buy this? If you run a small office, co-working space, or a boutique retail shop where coffee is part of the brand experience, the MyCafe hits a sweet spot. It offers a commercial-grade brewing temperature and consistency that single-serve pod machines simply can't match, but it stays compact enough to fit on a countertop. The ability to switch between coffee, tea, or even hot cocoa with a tap on the screen makes it versatile for a diverse clientele. And because the cartridges are refillable, you avoid the ongoing cost of proprietary pods, which can add up quickly for a team that drinks multiple cups per day. On the other hand, if you're a solo freelancer who only needs a quick cup at home, you'll likely find the price and footprint excessive. A basic pour-over setup or a home pod machine will serve your needs for a fraction of the cost. Likewise, a high-volume CAF that sells dozens of drinks per hour might outgrow the MyCafe's 16-ounce maximum and its single brew cycle. Those environments usually need a larger batch brewer that can keep multiple pots ready at once. In short, the sweet spot for the MyCafe is the mid-range. Enough traffic to benefit from the commercial brewing quality, but not so much that you need a full-size commercial system. The strengths become apparent when you test the machine in a real-world scenario. During a week of office use, the brew temperature stayed consistently in the 195-200F range, which is the sweet spot for extracting flavor without bitterness. The touchscreen interface, while sleek, also proved intuitive. New employees learned to program their preferred size in under a minute, and the system saved each user's last setting, so repeat orders were a single tap away. The flip-up tray, which might sound like a small mechanical detail, actually prevented a lot of spills when large travel mugs were placed directly under the spout. No more awkwardly tilting a cup to catch the coffee, just set it down and let the machine do the work. There are a few trade-offs that buyers should be aware of. The machine runs on a 120V line, so you can't just plug it into a standard office outlet and expect it to handle a surge of simultaneous requests without a bit of patience. If two people hit brew at the exact same moment, the second request queues until the first cycle finishes, which can add a 30-second wait. In a high-traffic environment, that could cause a minor bottleneck. The touchscreen, while responsive, is a glass surface that can pick up fingerprints easily, and in a busy kitchen it may need a quick wipe between uses. Finally, the cartridge system means you have to keep a stock of the specific BUNN pods. They're not as ubiquitous as generic coffee pods, so you'll need to plan inventory if you're ordering in bulk. Overall, the value proposition of the BUNN MyCafe comes from that blend of commercial consistency and countertop convenience. You're paying for a machine that can deliver a K-Flavel cup on demand, without the need for a full-size brewhouse. If you're the type of manager who wants to avoid the all-or-nothing approach where you either